Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Game Mash channel. I'm sure you were expecting an episode of Game Mash today, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to disappoint. But today we're starting a brand new series in honor of the holidays. It's called Cash Cow, and it tells you which games are worth your money. Today, because Christmas is fast approaching, I'm going to show you whether or not this Christmas indie game is worth your cash. Let's begin. In honor of the holidays. In honor of the. Wait! Holiday Boys, come back! Oh well. In honor of the holidays, I figured I would start a brand new review series, Cash Cow. In this show, I'll tell you what games are worth your moolah. But you knew that already, didn't you? Let's get to the game. As this is my first episode, I feel that I should explain how I'm determining whether or not a game is worth your money. 1. Appearance. Now, I'm not one to judge a game based on graphics, but if you have a game about zombies and death and mystery and horror, and it looks like this, it's probably not worth your time. After all, appearance can make or break a game for a player, and if it doesn't fit the tone of the game, it's probably not going to get to a player as well as, I don't know, this! 2. Replayability. A game can be the most fun thing you've ever done in your life the first time through, but then the second, it can feel like a chore. Many a potentially good game suffers from this, and I feel like a more replayable game is definitely more worth your money. 3. Price. A bad game is a bad game regardless of how much it costs, but if you have a game that would be well worth its price at $10 or $15 and it costs $60, then that definitely has an effect on how worth your money the game really is. 4th and finally, fun. You can have a game that costs 50 cents, looks beautiful, and gives you the same feeling every time you play it. But if that feeling isn't fun, then the game isn't worth it. Personally, I feel as though a lot of reviewers fail to take this aspect of games into consideration. Regardless of what a game may be lacking, if it's fun, it's fun. Today, I'm reviewing a game called Quiet Christmas, a game where you play as an innocent little girl who wants nothing more than to go to sleep and wake up on good old Christmas morn. However, the house isn't ready for Christmas. All kinds of things prevent this youth's peaceful slumber, from a broken furnace to a loud Santa to an obnoxious brother who follows you around everywhere and won't shut up and randomly picks up items he finds lying around that you need to finish the game. And what is cool about butter? Give it back, you little twerp. Appearance. This game goes for a more retro feel, with highly pixelated graphics and a 2D side-scroller type gameplay. That said, the graphics are still good enough that you can generally tell what you're looking at. Well, generally. What? What is that? Oh, it's a wrench. Anyways, this game has a very bright and cheerful appearance, and even your dad swearing in the basement while trying to fix the furnace seems to have that holiday cheer about him. This game is definitely fun on your first run through. I felt enthralled as I tried my darndest to help this little girl get the house ready for St. Nick's arrival. The puzzles range in difficulty, but they all kept me enthralled. However, be forewarned, a lot of aimless wandering goes into the beating of this game. That brings us to the complaints about this game. First of all, several of the puzzles involve using things that I didn't know were available to me, because you need to stand in a very specific place to use them. For example, you need the snowman's arm to pop the Santa decoration in your neighbor's front yard. However, countless times I went up to the snowman to see if I could do anything with it, only to have the game tell me that you and your brother did a good job making it. As it turns out, you actually need to stand just to the right of the snowman in order to have the option to take the arm. My other complaint is the game is literally unbeatable. I'm not saying it's difficult, I'm saying it's impossible. Before I continue on this, spoiler alert. I'll give you a few seconds to skip forward to the time signature on the screen. You done? Cool. Basically, I solved all the puzzles, got the furnace fixed, popped Santa, sent my brother to bed, and right as I'm about to go to sleep, I hear caroling from outside. Unable to go to sleep while Mr. Peabody, my neighbor, is singing out front, I venture outside to find nothing. At first I thought I had done something wrong, but upon use of the magical tool of the interwebs, I discovered that there's actually a glitch in the game wherein Mr. Peabody doesn't actually appear out front. This is problematic as to beat the game, you need to hit him with a snowball, which is kind of hard if he isn't there. I actually played through the entire game twice to see if it might have been a one-time problem, but alas, no dice.
Replayability. Replayability.
I have to admit, this game loses some of its luster the second time around. Since I knew all the puzzles, I just ran right through the game. It took a lot of the fun out of the game, since that joy of figuring things out just wasn't there anymore. That said, I feel as though next Christmas, once I've forgotten all the solutions again, I'll be ready to spend another half hour trying to find that gosh darn tape.
Final score.
All in all, I'd say this game has a good appearance, great fun, but iffy replayability. With that in mind, the game only costs $1, whether you're buying it on your smartphone or on the Xbox Live Marketplace like I did. That said, I give this game my rating of cow. This game is definitely fun, especially for such a cheap game, and while it lacks in the replayability department, I'd still say it's worth that $1 to indulge yourself in 20 to 30 minutes of holiday fun. See you later. Don't touch that dial because it won't change what video you're watching, so I'm kind of afraid of what it will do. Also, don't click away just yet. At the end of every episode of Cash Cow, I'm going to shamelessly advertise my gaming channel by allowing you, yes you, to decide how I will play this game over there. Come Christmas Eve, whichever of the following has the most votes will be put on my gaming channel, Shoga Games. Now then, to the choices! Do you want me to do a quiet Christmas walkthrough? If so, click on this thing! This will be done in classic Let's Play style with a fair pace and bad attempts at comedy. If you want to see me Sonic this sucker. If so, click here to vote for a speedrun, complete with timers, to see just how fast I can beat this game. Or perhaps you want more challenge than that. If so, click here to vote for Challenge Mode. Voting for this will result in me doing a challenge run of the game, which will vary from game to game. If you want to see this game's challenge run, click on it, and this Christmas Eve you'll get a heaping pile of my failure to enjoy. Thanks for watching.